I used to think I used to keep Emma Bunton in my classroom tray as my best friend. Oh my god, I've just noticed the entire time there's a photo frame with nothing in it. Sorry, the way this camera is, I look like I've got giant claws.
Hi guys, welcome back to Smads! How do you start these?
I don't know.
Hi!
This is my husband Rob, and we are two very different people. I believe in horoscopes.
I don't.
I believe that white feathers that drop to the floor are a sign from a spirit.
I believe they're from a bird.
I believe that ghosts are real and that we are reincarnated and that this is just a stage in our existence, being a physical being, and we will go on to be spirits somewhere else.
I believe we die.
So we're going to go through some... I can just see my... We're going to go... Jesus Christ. We're going to go through these ghost stories and have a little... I'm quite excited to see Rob's opinion on them. So, let's start with our first one. I've just realised the sound of the cat eating biscuits is going to be in the background of all of that.
It's fine, we'll just get some really horrible, eerie music.
Jesus Christ, a book just fell on the bookcase. That's the spirit saying, I'm here and I'm watching you film.
It's probably gravity.
It was pushed by a ghost. Right, this is by a Reddit user, which means it's definitely true.
100%.
From Quiet Voice 4846. That's a spooky name. Late at night, I usually go to the bathroom multiple times. But for the past 4 days, every time I go to leave, I can see myself still standing there in the mirror from the corner of my eye. It is like the other me is watching me leave the bathroom. It terrifies me to the point where I almost run out without looking directly at the mirror.
Do you think maybe he's just like walking to the bathroom to see himself?
I never told my husband. Oh, I thought this was a child. Oh, apparently not. I never told my husband about it because I didn't want to acknowledge it out loud. Earlier today, I took a nap in our bed while he sat in the chair next to it watching TV. When I woke up, he told me that he had seen me sit up and crawl backward to the edge of the bed and stand up in front of our bedroom door from the corner of his eye. He thought it was weird that I got up like that. This is serious. He thought it was weird that I got up like that because I'm the last month of my pregnancy and I can't really move so good without it hurting. So he tried talking to me. When I didn't answer, he looked at the door to find me not there and still sleeping in bed. I got really creeped out and I finally told him about what I'd been seeing in the bathroom. He thought it was creepy as well, but didn't want to really talk about it anymore because he thinks it... He thought it was creepy as well, but didn't want to really talk about it anymore because he thinks it will give whatever it is power or energy. I have no idea what it wants or why we both saw it. Thoughts?
It's dark. There's mirrors. She said there's mirrors.
Yeah, but that was... Yeah.
She's probably just catching a reflection.
I believe in ghosts, but I'm a bit confused about what happened in that story.
She initially said that she'd go to the bathroom, and then when she was walking back, she'd see herself in the mirror.
Got that bit. No, but her reflection didn't move.
I just think she's probably tired. It's Reddit, it's not real.
So this is from a Reddit user, which obviously, again...
Means it's real.
100% truth. Bright Eyes 10. When I was 15, I travelled to Europe with my family. We stayed in Ettel, Germany, in a small inn for a few nights. If I've pronounced that wrong, I'm sorry. My parents had a double bed on the second floor. My sisters had a double bedroom next to theirs, and I was lucky enough to have a single room all to myself at the far end of the hall. When we went to check into our rooms, as soon as I entered the hallway our rooms were in, I remember almost feeling as though I walked into a wall of bad energy. I just felt so unnerved and uneasy in that hallway, but I passed it off as an overactive imagination. I slept the first night without any issues. Did you hear that?
Yeah, it was the door.
There's not a wind in here.
The garden door. Shed.
Oh, there's a wind out there. The next morning at breakfast, one of my sisters mentioned feeling really uncomfortable in the hallway, almost as if the air was crushing. It unnerved me even more that I wasn't the only one who felt weirded out. Plus, she was an adult at the time. Yeah. So it further cemented in my head that that wing of the hotel was odd. Later that night, I'm sleeping peacefully when at about 2 a.m. I'm woken by something ripping the covers off me and being jerked about 2 feet towards the end of the bed by my ankle. At first, I thought someone had broken into my room because when I turned towards what had grabbed me, a huge, looming, black shape was visible in the darkness, like a man was in my room. I frantically flipped the light on, only to have there be nothing there. The window was locked from the inside and there was no one in the closet or the bathroom, and my room was still locked from the inside. I stayed up for the rest of the night, scared, playing Cooking Mama on my DS.
It's a good game.
Oh my god, if someone just tried to pull me out of bed, I wouldn't just play my DS. The next morning we're at breakfast and my sisters mentioned that she was up about half the night because she thought she saw a person silhouetted against the wall of the room. But when she turned on the light, there was no one there. It was just a bizarre and creepy experience. We checked out the next day, so I didn't get to experience anything after that, but it still freaks me out to this day. That's freaky, you gotta admit.
He said in the first paragraph he had an overactive imagination.
Yeah, he also said in the second paragraph that he got pulled off the bed.
I think it was probably just a dream.
That physically moves you?
He's had a nightmare, he's gone,
No. I believe the energy thing. I walk into places, I get energy off things and energy off people. What believability are you giving it?
Out of 10?
Mm-hmm.
2.
2?
2.
But 2 people in the family said the same thing. Who saw a looming shadow?
Okay, so let's talk about the older sister first. She thought she saw a shadow. It's a different room. Your mind might play tricks on you.
In my eyes, if 2 people saw a looming figure, like you say, different furniture, but somehow the furniture makes up the shape of a person.
Coat hook.
No.
Put a hat on it.
Just put a hat on it. On everyone. They all had a hat. All ghosts have got a hat. It's part of training week when you die. Here's your hat. So it's believability? The believability?
2. 2.
I would say it's like a 6. I would say it's, 100%.
I think for me to go, yeah, that's plausible, there needs to be like facts.
Fact is, they got pulled off the bed.
No, because it's just, I've had dreams. Well, you have dreams where you move. I nearly punched you in the sleep the other night.
You did punch me. I'm going to say believability 6. Scariness, not so much, because it wasn't that scary. He just played his DS.
Scariness 0.
Yeah, I don't think it's very scary at all. If he was that scared, he wouldn't just be playing his DS after it happened. I've been so scared before that I've ran out. When I lived with my mum and dad, I was the only one at home and I got really scared because I thought there was a ghost in the house. So I ran out in the rain barefoot until they got home and stood on the driveway. If that had happened to me, there's no way I would stay in that hotel and there's no way I would play my DS. But that's just me.
Each to their own.
Next one. As told by Reddit user, here's Yed. Or her S-Yed. Anyway, it's a Reddit user. Right. One night when I was maybe 10 or 12, I had...
It's a good start.
10 or 12, not sure. It wasn't that scary, I remember how old I was. I had trouble falling asleep. My bedroom was the entire top floor of our house, with my bed and such being on the left side and storage closets and a play area on the right. I was lying in bed when I heard a noise from the other side of the room and saw a rocking horse begin to rock. It was sitting just outside one of the storage closet doors. It proceeded to rock its halfway across the room.
So was it rocking or did it rocket?
Proceeded to rock its way halfway across the room and stopped dead under the ceiling light. At this point, I was freaking out and just buried my head under my blankets and never peeked out again until morning. When I woke up, the rocking horse was still in the middle of the room. Well, of course it was.
That's where it was when you went to sleep.
Yeah. Furthermore, I got a stern reprimand from my parents for being up out of bed playing with my toys while past my bedroom. Their bedroom was directly below the storage closet area and had creaking, shuffling across the room. We've established the fact is the rocking horse definitely moved. But the question is, how?
She moved it. And then she got told off for playing. And so she made up a story.
To the point she went on Reddit and told it.
It's Reddit. It started off, I'm 10 or 12. No.
I mean, that's not scary though, is it?
No.
That's a really bad one. I should have read these before I wrote them out, because these are really bad ones. They're not even that scary.
I was 10 or 12.
But it's a traumatising time in my life, but... How old was I? Couldn't tell you. Well, this one, sort of. When I was a teenager, so they leave it quite open as well. Teenager 13, teenager 19. Big maturity difference. When I was a teenager, I used to babysit my cousin Alyssa. So quite an older teenager. So when I was an older teenager, I used to babysit my cousin Alyssa. She was little, maybe almost 2, maybe. Maybe a little older.
About 3.
Old enough to say sentences.
Oh, she.
I'm giving her a bath before bed when she looks out into the hallway and gets a terrified look on her face.
She's 2. Like, she's about 2. They're scared of everything.
And starts crying. At this point, my aunt's Pomeranian,
What's that?
it's a dog,
Like pointless dogs. Okay.
Starts going nuts as well, barking and growling into the hallway. The atmosphere in the room became uncomfortable and I started getting scared.
Well, the thing is, there's a 2-year-old that's screaming, there's a dog that's barking. I'd feel pretty uncomfortable. I'd be like, oh God, what am I doing?
This situation feels completely calm and normal. Then I started getting stares. I took her downstairs from the 3rd floor in the townhouse.
Alright, weird flex, but okay.
And try and calm her down. I asked her what was wrong and she said something along the lines of, the man with the black eyes was there.
It's quite descriptive for a 2-year-old.
When I continued to pry, she looked up at the 2nd floor stairs, her eyes getting big, and looks at me, bringing her finger up to her mouth and said, shh, while shaking her head no. That's the end. I find that pretty freaky.
Nah.
What is it?
There's so much that's off with that story.
Like?
There's, like, you can't confirm how old you are. You don't know how old the child is, but the child can form sentences.
Yeah,
Quite descriptive sentences.
What, they've got black eyes?
The man with the black eyes, like...
Yeah, but it's not actually the man with the black eyes. He's 5'6" and wearing a red hat.
Could you imagine? You're going to feel uneasy if you've got a screaming child and you're not a parent, you're a teenager, and there's a dog then barking. You're going to go, oh God, like your anxiety's going to net.
And then the child says, the man with the black eyes.
Can't vouch for the child. Like, we don't even know how old they are.
You've got Ada and she says there's a man with black eyes. What are you thinking?
I'll be like, okay, what's she seen on TV or YouTube?
Nothing. Why would... What kids thing has people with black eyes
Kids
in
have
it?
crazy imaginations.
Yeah, but they've all got to get something from somewhere.
Imagination.
I think she saw a demon.
No.
Yeah. I was not saying the
We'll
demon...
just leave it there.
Well, cool. Well, maybe nothing else happened. That did... Just
Well,
because
that's not a very good demon then, is it?
Well, no, maybe the demon... maybe he's on his break. Maybe he's just chilling in the hallway like,
No,
I'm
not-
just taking 5 minutes, thank you.
No, I think believability 1,
No, I'd say about 5 because
scariness 0.
kids say some creepy shit. I think kids can see ghosts. I said some weird stuff when I was a kid. Are we ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Ready?
Go on then.
This is one from someone called Christy.
Alright.
So, not Reddit. My sister and I were studying at an old historic hotel in the middle of nowhere, Montana. So, in the middle of Montana. The building had been in use since the 1800s. My sister loves this place and has frequented it many times over the years. I was kept up all night by someone pacing around on the hardwood floors in the room above us. Drove me crazy. In the morning, I asked my sister how she could sleep through it, and she told me that the upstairs of the building used to be a ballroom, and now it's carpeted and empty. The hotel staff confirmed that nobody was up there, and furthermore, if they were, I wouldn't have heard heels on the hardwood floor. Weird.
It's an old building. Creaks, moves.
Carpet.
We've got carpet upstairs and like it still gets squeaks. On the
Yeah,
floorboards.
but yeah, that's true, we do. But if I wore heels, you wouldn't hear the heels going like a horse.
Sister didn't say she heard it. So
No, but only certain people can hear ghost stuff and see ghost stuff.
physical sound, a sound has a wave. Like
Yeah.
has a sound wave. More than one person would be able to hear that wave. Oh.
Not if it's at a frequency that only some people can tune into.
But that's like saying that the frequency of high heels, only certain people can tune into them.
No, it's saying the frequency of ghost high heels only some people can tune into.
No, if they make a sound, that sound will generate a wave, which can be heard by multiple people, unless they're deaf.
If you are able to tune into it.
I don't believe it. I don't believe that one. I think.
Yeah, but you don't believe any of them. You're not even giving them a chance. Do you believe that there could be some sort of separate plane that spirits live on that not everyone can tune into?
I believe that there could be ghosts somewhere. Somewhere.
In films. But you don't believe this story at all?
No. No.
So if we had high heels upstairs, you wouldn't think someone's up there?
No.
Or would you think, we're being robbed?
I'd probably think it's a dog like, jumping around. Or an animal.
No, look, upstairs.
Could it have been an animal?
But it's,
They've renovated it?
it's carpeted, Rob. Animal in high heels. Just a bird and stilettos. Just picture a massive rat with clogs. Okay, well, I believe it. And Christy, I'm sorry you went through that. This is our last one. Oh, it's got a gif of the girl from Jurassic Park. Thumbnail.
Cool.
I was at a slumber party in 8th grade with a few of my friends when we decided, stupidly, to have a seance in her unfinished basement. We were having fun and giggling as we were trying to figure out who to summon when someone suggested Jack the Ripper.
So can I just intervene?
Yeah.
How do you get an unfinished basement? You've got your house, you just go, right, I'm going to start digging down.
So, me and my friends sat in a hole in her living room.
They had a seance and then suggested they called Jack the Ripper.
Yeah. A serial killer from the late 1800s, and I immediately got a pit in my stomach. No, I spoke up. We shouldn't summon something so evil. That's right, called a man's voice from the other side of the cellar. That was like exclamation marks. There were no boys or men near where we were. We were home alone. Another girl and myself heard it, and I'll never be the same. Abby.
No. Like, was that Jack? Like, no, don't call me!
The middle of eating a cereal. No!
I'm busy!
Like, oh my god! That was a fucking cat!
You made me jump a bit there.
And the cat just opened the door and then all of a sudden I just saw this creature go. Hello. You're in the middle of our Jack story. So, what I don't get is when people summon these celebrity ghosts, Jack Ripper wasn't just, he's not a celebrity, he was...
A-list.
Why would they choose to talk to people who are just sitting in a hole in their living room?
Yeah, I mean, this story
He's probably talking to, like, Psychic Sally, or, like... Who's some more famous psychics? Mystic Meg.
Mystic Meg.
I don't know. But you choose to talk...
From the BBC's National Lottery.
Like, the Jack the Ripper would probably talk to... For God. So Jack the Ripper would probably talk to quite a famous psychic.
Yeah, he definitely wouldn't just go to these random girls in their living room. To be honest, if a spirit did want to come through,
Yeah.
he's not going to go, oh no, we can't call that person. They go, yep, that's right. You shouldn't call him. Like, they're going to want to come through.
So if they want to, like, do evil stuff, they'd be like...
You're not going to give them a warning. You go, oh, don't do this.
Jack was trying to do some reverse psychology, and they're like, should we call Jack? And they're like...
No, don't call Jack.
He's like, yes, now's my time to come back.
Don't think reverse psychology works for ghosts.
That's right, don't pick me.
Yeah, no, I think it was Dad, the other side of the living room, in an opposite hole.
Poke his head up. No.
Yeah. Shut up.
Do I believe that one coming from someone who believes in everything supernatural? No. I think if Jack the Ripper was going to be called in a seance, he'd be pretty happy to be brought forward.
Yeah. Ask him.
Yeah. I know what I'd ask him.
What?
H.H. Holmes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, he probably wouldn't tell the truth. I don't think his moral compass is in the right.
He'd go, no.
So that was our last story, our last supernatural
That's fun.
adventure that we've gone through.
I think we should do another one with,
This is going to be...
different stories.
Say that again.
I think we should go through another one. I think we should go through another one.
I think we should do more of these.
You got to do it again because I need to edit it for continuity.
I think we should do more of these.
I think we should do more of these.
Can we do it again?
I think we should start having Mystic Mondays.
Mystic Mondays.
Mystic Meg Mondays!
Brought to you by the BBC's National Lottery.
So we're going to start doing Mystic Mondays, going through supernatural stories.
Can we talk about stuff that's actually happened, like H.H. Holmes?
Different series. This is supernatural.
Okay.
We're going to have Terror Tuesdays.
Pterodactyls. Pterodactyl Tuesday.
Rob's going to try and debunk it, and I'm just going to... Well, I believe it all
It's not
anyway.
hard, is it? That's right.
I'm not Jack. So if you can think of any, all six of you, if you can think of any, all six of my subscribers, if you can think of any supernatural stories that you'd like us to talk about, leave in the comments down below or text me because you all have my personal phone number because you're all family and friends. So, on that note, we're going to get going and we'll see you all in the next one. Just trying to take a thumbnail.